Hello guys, I hope you're fine and I hope also that you may stay fine during all this time. Remember that you have to go to Academy Soft to check your scores. They are already there. Our today's lesson is I can speak English. Can you? And it is related to the use of the verb can. In this lesson, you will learn when and how to use the verb can. When do you use can? You use can to express ability, to express possibility, to express permission and prohibition, and to express rules or regulations. Let's start with ability. Ability or habilidad. So I can speak English, that is an ability because I can do it. I can speak English. And I'm sure that many of you already have that ability. Possibility. As example, you can work in this lesson at any time you want. For example, it is possible that you're working this lesson now, or maybe you can review the lesson in the afternoon or check it in the evening. At any time you want, you can work in this lesson. For permission, rules or regulations or prohibitions, you can use, you have some examples here. You can use your cell phone now. That is a permission. Imagine that we are in an English class and we are all together. Um, and then I say, okay, guys, you can take your phones out and then you can use it to check meanings or to work any activity online. So that is a permission. I can then express the permission. You can use your cell phone now. Another example is in this game you can play in pairs. If you are playing a game and maybe one of the rules of the game is that you need to get a partner and then work in pairs, so that is a rule that you have to follow. You can't smoke in this area. That is a prohibition. Notice that it is negative. You can't. Tú no puedes. You can't smoke in this area. Imagine that you are in a hospital and there is most of the areas of the hospital are not allowed for the people to smoke. So you may find there a sign that is saying you can't smoke. Now you have to think of an example for each of the uses of can. Think of an ability that you have. What can you do? Think of a possibility. Or think of permissions. Think of a rule. Think of a prohibition. Think from our example. Okay, now it is can. How do you use can? Can is an auxiliary verb. What is an auxiliary verb? An auxiliary verb is a helping verb. This means that it needs another verb to complete a meaning. As example, I can't speak English. You have the verb can as auxiliary and you have the verb speak as a main verb. Both verbs complement each other to give meaning to this sentence. You can use can without another verb. If you say I can, yo puedo que. You need another verb that complements the meaning for them. You have to also use can for all the subjects. I can, you can, she can, he can, my parents can, my friends can, my dog, it can. You can use it for all the subjects. Example, she can speak English. Notice that can doesn't have an S for the third person singular because it is the same for all the subjects. For the negative form, the only thing that you have to do is add not after the verb can. So you say cannot, or you can also use it in the contracted form, which is can't. I can speak French very well. That's not my ability. Or I can't speak French very well. Both sentences have the same meaning. For the interrogative form, you place can before the subject of the sentence. Can you speak English? Can is before you. You is the subject. And it is a question. Can you? Can you speak English? Remember that can is an auxiliary verb, so it works the same way as other auxiliaries when you need to answer. Can she speak French well? No, she can't. The question has the auxiliary can. My answer has the auxiliary can. Can she speak English well? Yes, she can. Now you. Can you speak English? What's your answer? Can you speak English? Well, remember guys that you need to continue working in this lesson. There are some other activities for you to do.